too many governments in the Western world have gone way too bossy. They're just looking
Yes.
for every excuse to boss people around. And that's what we have to push back again. And it's, EV mandates or, excessive control of the internet or the massive increase in the cost of government, which is really like appropriating the private voluntary economy into the coercive government economy. That's what we're seeing across Europe, in the UK, parts of the United States, as well as back home. So we need to reverse that trend and get people back in charge of their lives.
Well, the narrative has always been that rights lost are never regained, or are very, very difficult to regain them. So how could you reverse that?
Well, you have to keep fighting. I mean, we did regain our rights after COVID, and the people have to look at the history of it.
Which rights did you regain?
Well, all the mandates are gone now.
Of course, but those were ridiculous anyway.
Yeah,
right?
They were ridiculous, but
and they also impeded business. They ruined people's lives, social lives.
But freedom has always had to be taken. Our tradition goes back to 1215 with the Magna Carta, the Great Charter, and most of the freedoms we have today were in that original document. Right to a jury trial, no arrest without charge, no confiscation without compensation, no taxation without representation. All comes from that one document, the Magna Carta. And it was because King John was taken aside by the barons, and they said, listen, pal, this is the choice. Either you sign this and follow it, or we overthrow you. And as a result, we got the Magna Carta, and when you guys had your Boston Tea Party and said you can't tax our tea because we don't elect you, that was an appeal as English. You were Englishmen saying, we're Englishmen. We have the right not to be taxed unless we vote for it, and we're going to throw you out otherwise. But that came out of the fields of Runnymede in England in 1215. So it's a long march towards freedom, and it's never actually done. There's no permanent victories or defeats. You just have to keep going forward.